Welcome back, YouTubers. I'm Timothy. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, please like, share, subscribe if you enjoy the content. And today we're going to be discussing, and does my partner really love me? Now, this is quite a deep one, so just bear with me, So I want you to choose power number 1, power number 2, power number 3, or power number 4. Think of 1 to 4 in your mind. Whatever the number pops up in your mind, choose that pile. Now, usually take about 5 minutes, roughly, give or take, for the timestamp. So if you want to jump ahead, you're more than welcome to do so. So I try and keep it to like 5 minutes per reading. So starting now after 1 minute. So let's go into this. Now, if you're new to my channel, please like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate it. If you like anyone, if you want to give me any comments, or if you want me to answer something a little bit more in depth, leave me a comment below and I will read that and answer your question. Now, I'm starting this on 1 minute and then it will be every 5 minutes thereafter. Okay, so now we're starting in power number 1, if you've chosen. So does my partner really love me? So let's go take a look and see what you're getting over here. Now, you guys, some beautiful cards. Now, you tend to be normally emotional, so be aware that your partner does not really understand emotions, so they can be a little bit colder than normal. So your love language is about physicality, touch, love, connection. So your energy of love and connection and what you're needing from your partner is to be more affectionate. And sometimes if they're a little bit colder, that is normal for power number 1. Now, that is your love language. You need that physicality, you need that touch, you need that love, you need that understanding if you have chosen power number 1. Now you got the 6 of Cups. They adore you, by the way. It's not just love, they adore who you are as a person. They can't see themselves without you if you have chosen number 1. The 5, the ups and downs and the disruptions you guys have, it's just the way you guys express your love for each other. Now remember, if you've chosen power number 1, well freaking done, because you have survived an energy with this person that has been some time, and it's all about reconnecting your love with this person. It's finding about what has drawn you to this person. Sometimes we have fights and breakups and then get back together, and it's this roller coaster of love, and that's fine. It works for you. Sometimes the makeup sex might be even better than just the normal everyday love. And we create this friction so that we can break up on the weekend, come back together, and might find each other again. And if that's not you, that's perfectly fine. Remember, I'm reading for a whole big audience of people here. So in power number 1, do they freaking love you? Absolutely. They're just a little bit cold-winded, or they're short of showing emotion. But that doesn't mean they don't feel, or they don't feel your love that you have with them as well. Remember, sometimes the friction's needed. Sometimes it needs to bubble over so that we can get our point across. Maybe we need to learn to talk to each other without the fighting, and that's a very big key for power number 1. Learn what is your partner's love language. Now, for them, my gut feeling is that it's about affirmations. They need to hear that you love them. Maybe it needs to come out of your mouth, or maybe a nice little text or nice little love letter. Their energy of love for power number 1 is very much about like opening up their love for you and your love for them. And I feel they need to hear in a text, or nice little love letter in the lunchbox, or a beautiful song that reminds you of them. Remember, you're actually dealing with a soft here. They just have a hard exterior. So your job right now is to find out what is their soft spot. Is it animals? Is it poetry? Is it music that makes them soft or giggity? Play that when you're around them. If they come off very hard, it's because they're brought up very hard. Maybe they had a very hard childhood that made them extremely hard and unlovable. So they find it extremely hard to love. So the way we break through that love language is through words and songs and affirmations, and constantly tell them that we actually do love you. Now, if you're doing it too much, tone it down, because this person doesn't really find themselves lovable, so now you putting all this energy into them can make them fearful that it's too much too quickly. So if you have chosen power number 1, I'm going to ask you to pull yourself a little bit back. Okay? Give it in the moments where you really feel it. Give it in the moments that you really see it. Give some time between messaging them. Allow them time to miss you. Remember, if they're not being affectionate to you, this is probably wise because they don't know how to show that. But give them time to miss you. Sometimes for men, we kind of can only focus on one thing at a time. I wouldn't burden a man with too many things all at once, where they don't understand how to give that love back to you. And then they feel like failures and they'll rather reject you than pull you closer. And the one thing that you need in power number one is to be pulled closer and said, I love you, and the hug and the kissing and the intimacy comes with that as well. Remember that your self-worth is your self-worth, not their self-worth. And their love language might be different to yours, therefore they can be a little bit cold and distant with you. So that is normal. Don't hold that against them. Power number one, do they really love you? Absolutely yes. They absolutely adore you, just in small doses, and just allow them to get comfortable with the real you, okay? The swapping and changing of emotions and the erraticness of them, or the situation or the relationship, makes them fearful. So pull that energy back. If you have any insecurities, pull it back. It's not worth your time or energy. Okay, so power number one, I'm happy with that. Now we're moving over to power number two. So let's go take a look and see power number two. Now you're really starting with quite an interesting time period right now. The nines can be like, okay, long standing. The eights over here can be quite emotional. So your love language over here very much has to tie in with how you're feeling. Okay, so one minute you might be cold, or one minute you might be hot, and be aware your partner's picking this up. Now, you got double eights over here, double the emotions. Both of you can be triggered by emotions, so be aware. Your love language needs to be able to go through a healing process like life alignment. This is a healing modality that, if you Google it, deals with real cool, hardcore emotions. Now, sometimes we don't feel good enough, and then our partner chooses us and we feel uncomfortable. How can they see the love in us? So power number two, your love language is all about rebuilding yourself so that you love you again, so your partner can love you even more. Now, does this person really love you? Whenever I look for love, I look for sixes, and you got the lovers card over here. This person does love you, but remember, you need to love you for yourself, for what you're worth, and also to remember, not everything's black and white. We have gray energies in relationships, you know. Not everything's supposed to be smooth sailing. Okay. Now, you got the Tower. Be aware that if you guys become too much for each other, that's fine. Breathe it through. You're actually quite good for each other. The Lovers, the Eights, these are all combinations to say that you really want to be with each other, that you actually love each other. And sometimes that love might be overbearing or too much too quickly. So these eights can bring things in too quickly. Slow the love down. Not everything's a race. Not everything has to be forced. You're a really good person. They're a really good person. I wouldn't doubt your love with this person, because they are actually for your benefit right now. So power number two, it's a yes from me. I absolutely love them. The nines can be trying your patience, but they're so wise and they know what they're doing. Power number two energy, this is your partner. They actually know what they're doing. We don't have to doubt, are they right for us or are they not for us? I'm going to say to you, keep power number two, because they are going to challenge you to grow stronger and to become better. It's not about fighting with anyone. It's not about any of the above. It's about truly listening in power number two. I really feel when it comes to their love language, you know, sometimes they're very deep, you know, so that we're going to have to crack through this deepness with them. And sometimes the stories might be so long that we might be bored and we might check out. So power number two, this is on you. I will need you to listen more. So if you can, just be aware that sometimes the energies are all about allowing us to develop with each other. Give love when love is due. Give the affirmations of love when you're needing it. Remember, it's not forced from you. You don't want to be inauthentic or fake with love. You want it to naturally progress. Now, I see that double eights on both sides. You're both very equal with your love. The way you love is equal to each other. So in power number two, well done, because I'm seeing this really good energy. Maybe we might be down for them. Maybe we're like, I don't know about this person. But yet they come through with the Lovers card, which is absolutely beautiful when it comes to relationships. So in power number two, either one loves the other more than the other one. So just be aware, we need to calm things down. It's not a race. Allow it to develop as it needs to. If they haven't told you they love you enough, just hear their words they actually freaking do. So I actually quite like power number two. Well done. Really very cool energy, by the way. So I am going to move over to pile number 3 now. Okay. So this is, do they really love me? Let's go take a look and see. Now you got the moon card. The moon card on their side can be quite devious. And now not devious as in wrong, but devious as in little white lies or not being fully truthful or fully honest. So if you've chosen pile number 3, it's not the end of the world. This is someone that is got a very low self-esteem, and they will, without thinking, they might say something what they didn't mean, or they might say something that they won't be so honest about. But these are so stupid things. Why do we even worry about that? That I wouldn't, if I were you in pile number 3, don't worry about the emotional state of this person. They know exactly what they're doing. Now, let me just show you what energy you actually have in pile number 3. You got the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands. This is someone that really is dedicated to you. And I actually quite like them as a person. Yes, they've got their flaws, but you can accept those flaws. And yeah, you've got a very solid person that's going to be in your life for a very long time. So pile number 3, I still choose them because they are absolutely beautiful energies. So your energies and their energies are balancing each other out. I really do like this person from the bottom of my heart to yours. You actually chosen something really amazing. Now, on your side, the 3s and the Fool, sometimes you dive very quickly into something and we don't analyze it before it's too late. Remember, our love language sometimes brings forward like maybe kissing the person too soon, or that energy of like, you know, wanting to impress them. So we do everything on our side to impress, but they're already impressed. They're already speaking to you. They're already interested. Pile number 3 is very much, and I need you to hear these words, they're really interested in you and they really enjoy your company. We don't have to impress them anymore. The energy and what you've done for them has really sunk in, and that you got the fish, you by the hook, you got them. So now just nurture this. The 3s need excitement, they need going out, they can't stagnate at home. So if you're number 3, if you've chosen pile number 3, you can't be sitting at a freaking home waiting for things to happen. You need to be up there going and being a go-getter here. I want the best for you in pile number 3 to understand your social life is really important to you. So if you chose number 3 and you're in a relationship right now and you want to know, are they really loving you? If they are really loving you, you do need to see other people in the sense of getting out and being out with friends and being social. You can't be sitting at home and stagnating, okay? Your energy is too expansive. You want to grow and you want to heal and you want to fix people. And your fixing people is out in the crowd. If you are hiding right now, if you chose number 3 because it makes them upset, find the middle ground that you can still get your nurturing from seeing people and helping people and they're not getting jealous. Remember, the Queen of Wands can be like quite possessive. They want you to all to themselves. They don't really want to share you, my friend. So just be aware this person that you've chosen is a good person. You've got the Knight of Wands. They're always loyal to the cause. The white lies are white lies. It's nothing to be worried about at all. We all do it to impress each other sometimes in relationships. And then when we've got that person and we try to impress them, no, we don't need that facade anymore. We don't need that mask. Let them know it's okay to catch them out a little bit, but let them know we're not going to hold it against them, is what I'm saying. Okay, so they're actually quite a sentimental person. The way you can impress this person in pile number 3 is through gifts, like the ring, or the watch, or the flowers, or the above. Presents are, for pile number 3, are vitally important to physically represent your love to them. That's how we can give to pile number 3 that makes them feel, okay, this person's really serious about me. So if you've chosen pile number 3, your partner needs to receive gifts as their love language. Okay, so just so you know. So yeah, I'm actually quite liking this person, by the way. You good person, they're a good person. You know what you have with this person. I wouldn't let that person go easily if that was me. Now, I also want you to find your happy medium of seeing them and also being out with friends. That's the only caution I have for pile number 3. And you guys are good together, so why bother being with anyone other than them? Now, just be aware, if they are too much for you sometimes, that is fine. Remember, you also have your moments of being too much yourself, so don't hold that against them. I feel that your energies in pile number 3 are actually mutual beneficial for each other. So I like each other for each other. Okay, so be aware that this is the right person for you. Now we're going to go to power number 4 and see what is happening with power number 4. If you like so far, please comment in the comments below. I read all the comments on all my videos. So thank you so much for that. Now, power number 4, let's go see. Now, this is a person I caution you to choose, because you've got double tens here. Double tens are like two individuals together and kind of trying to make it work. And sometimes that might be a convenient thing, and sometimes this person might be there as a person that I would say to you, keep them as a plaything. Okay, there's nothing wrong with playthings. You know, if you have chosen this person right now, I would not choose them as a partner. I would choose them as a plaything that is going to be beneficial for you and what you're needing to de-stress. And this is not a bad thing at all. I actually quite like playthings, in my own opinion. I feel they have a purpose. I don't feel that they are taking up my time. It's a mutual beneficial energy between the two of you. I personally wouldn't choose this as a partner. I wouldn't choose a page as a partner, because this is why I'm basing this on a page. Pages in tarot means 1 foot in, 1 foot out, always looking for another. Okay, so that's what a page means. Don't hate me in the comments for saying this. It is what the meaning of the card means. Okay. Double tens is you're both selfish with your time and your energy. Both might be hard ass. You both like to be independent, both want to be leaders over here, and that works for you. So why alter that? Why want more from this person? In all fairness, the 7 is edged out. So maybe that's just one option of many, and maybe you need to look elsewhere. If you're wanting love, I wouldn't choose number 4. I would actually allow them to be part of your life, but not as in someone you have to control or be part of their lives, or even want to be part of your life for a very long time. Now, if this is your partner and you're married, it means that the two of you will loggerheads and you'll need time apart. So your love language over here is space, and giving each other enough space to be strong. Now, you can both be right in relationships if this is you. It means nothing over here to be wrong over here. Just remember, I'm reading for a big crowd of people, so I can't be too specialized. But I want you to hear these words. 9s are quite suspicious of the behavior. Maybe just watch them for a little bit longer. You know, so 9s can be like overly jealous and overthink things. It might not really be completely clear cut. And we need you to be very honest with yourself. If you've chosen power number 4, don't hate me, because I'm just a messenger. But I'm going to say to you right now, you are worth so much more, where the person's going to be around you 24/7. Now, if this is a plaything and you're wanting to go further, I'm going to caution you, keep your options open. Don't choose power number 4 as a partner for long term. I'm going to say to keep them as a plaything, someone I can go and see on the weekend when it suits my needs. And it suits their needs. You know, it's a mutual beneficial energy here. Why make that more official? Because if they really wanted to be here, they would choose you out of everyone else. They wouldn't make you one of the options. They will make you 100% yours. Okay, so I'm sorry for this message. I hate giving messages in such a negative way, but I want you to be clear on yourself that you are worth so much. Your weight in gold. There is someone waiting around the corner for you that is going to give you all the time and energy. That's going to be a solid energy for you that is worth your time and energy in gold. Now, if you're in relationships and you chose power number 4, doesn't mean you're going to be ending. It just means you need to work with your partner to find that love back in with your partner, to find out who they really are. Now, over everything that has happened, over this entire part of this relationship that has made us go and be jealous. Sometimes our partners just need love, and sometimes they just want to be flirted with, and they don't really want to cheat or be naughty or go elsewhere. They actually want it from you. So if you hear anything from this entire message in power number 4, your partner actually just wants your time, your energy, and your love. Okay? So that's a little bit of a tough one to chew, because sometimes when we are angry with them, we cut them off. They're a deeply affectionate person. They would want a lot of sex, and in all fairness, that is not wrong for them to want that. And I just want you to hear these words. Maybe they're overly sexed and they haven't got the gumption to say that to you, and maybe flirting with someone else is their way of their love language of just getting their approval, and that's all they're looking for. Now, just be aware, men don't want to cheat. They just want the energy and the attention from their partners. They don't want to go outside of their relationship for that, unless they're really scaly and you don't know them. But that is not the case I'm talking right now. The person in partner number 4, you actually know their intention. You know they're a good person. So just be honest with ourselves of, yeah. Now, I'm Timothy van Minnen. Thank you so much for listening to my channel. If you liked this video, please like, share, subscribe, write comments in comments below. I'd like to hear from all of you. And thank you so much from Cape Town, South Africa. I honor and say thank you so much for being part of my channel.